I just noticed this out here, this little log cabin room across from the inn. I mean, it's still on the premises, but it's a little hot tub room, which I think is pretty cool. So I figured, hey, my fibro/lupus would probably enjoy a little bit of a soak before I go to bed tonight. So, yeah. I think I'm going to be sad to leave this place. This is probably my favorite place that I've stayed in since I started traveling. It's just, you know, everybody's been really nice and cool premises, great place. So yeah, if you're ever around, the log in. This bed, by the way, has a real blanket on it. That's a real comforter. This is like, there's no fridge, there's no microwave, but it doesn't even matter. This has been like my favorite place that I've stayed since I left like 2.5 weeks ago. I mean, like, you know, of course, you know, this stuff is all real wood. But it's like, the owners are just so friendly, and it's such a beautiful area, and I'm hoping to catch a little bit of the grounds before I leave tomorrow morning. And the art, like, it's all these, like, sorry, I got a little disoriented. These old frames, and then, like, you know, that one's got quilts. These ones are actually, like, really cool photos. You know, they look like potato farmers. But it's not like the, like, super lame, really generic art that you usually see in places. But it's these, like, really cool old photos. And then it's got lace curtains, and then, you can see it out there, because it's dark outside. It's just after 10. I kind of wish I was staying here another night, but I managed to score a couple nights at a place called the Village Inn, right inside of Glacier National Park. Now, the road going in, I guess, is called Going to the Sun Road. Only 16 miles of that road are actually open. The rest of it is closed because I guess there's so much snow still that they actually can't open the roads. They can't even get snowplows up there. So I was kind of hoping maybe I can drive up and take a look at the really big snow. I did go and get a sweater. You know, for this place being so freaking far north, not one place around here carries like North Face or anything that's equivalent. But I was okay. I have layers. I'm cool with that. I just went and got a sweatshirt. This bed is like definitely like super, super comfortable. And everybody here has been so nice. And for breakfast, they have really good coffee. And they have lemon poppy seed cake, which is one of my favorites. There's actually this, down the road, not even half a mile, there's this place. I grabbed their card because I went down there today. The Bread Basket Bakery, which is owned by Mennonites. You know how long it's been since I've seen, like, Amish and Mennonites? Indiana, they're freaking everywhere, and they have the best baked goods. But they make the bread for this place every morning. And so they'll just put out loaves of iced poppy bread. It's so good. I also, I cleaned up and repacked my car today. And I ended up filling up this, like, one of those jumbo vacuum bags that you can fit, like, 5 bodies into. I filled up one of them and took it to a thrift store. And then I went to the Far North Outfitters, which is a, you know, kind of a sports store. I ran into a guy there who, you know, was asking me, you know, about my traveling and stuff. And I told him I was, you know, had just gotten out of the military a week and a half ago. And he's like, oh, I was in for 30 years. So then he had to tell me all about it. We talked, and it was actually kind of cool. We talked for a few minutes. Oh, and he told me that I should go rafting, which I hadn't even thought of, which would be great. That would be so much fun. So I need to look that up online before I forget that I want to look up, like maybe day rafting trips. That would be so fun. And I met a lady, and she was asking me stuff, and you know, and she's like, where are you from? And I said, oh, well, you know, I'm from Monterey. And she got this look on her face like, oh, my God, you're from Monterey. Like, she just looked so kind of offended. And so I was like, well, I was stationed there. I'm not actually from there. And then she asked me like 8,000 questions about the military because her son wants to join. So that was interesting. I rambled a lot. It was kind of nice, I guess, a little bit cathartic. I mean, it's not like I'm having, pains for the military. It's not like I wish I could go back right now. But, I mean, and some parts of it were really stupid, and I hated it. But some parts of it were really good. I had some good, and I met some really cool people there. Nothing, and, before I joined, I was like, well, obviously I just don't work hard enough. I just need to work harder, and the harder I worked, the less I got. So I think that is mostly just what gets to me, is that I wanted it. I wanted it to work. And physically, of course, just it's been one thing after another. I think the military could have been a really cool thing for me if I'd been able to stick with it. But that being said, if they called me and were like, hey, you want to come back? I'd be like, no. My sergeants and my teachers used to tell me that I think too much, and that's why I never liked the military, because I just think too much. I'm also only about 30 miles from the Canadian border. I think I was looking at maps today, and I need to, Google and see how many miles it actually is going to be, but I think it's going to be less than 200 miles to Glacier, so tomorrow's drive shouldn't be bad at all. I guess that's it. That's all I got for right now. I think I'm going to go have a bit of a sleep. This is the log inn. It's right outside the door. They have all these cute little tables, and all the way down at the end, that little building over there is where they keep the hot tub. Belgier, doing good. There's a full moon right there. And it's Friday the 13th. Well, the camera can't pick it up, I imagine, but there's a flickering star up there. Flickers on red and white. Maybe it's a planet. Alright, we just crossed into Montana, and we're about, I don't know, highway fatalities. I'm listening to a movie right now. Don't worry, I'm not watching it. I've seen this one so many times that I'm pretty good at it. It's about 200 miles from here to Apgar, Montana. So it said it should take me like 4 hours, which is kind of weird. I don't think it would take me that long, but it couldn't find the exact address in my GPS, so it may be taking me to, kind of the general area instead. I meant to grab some footage of the motel I was staying at, or the inn I was staying at, and I totally spaced it and forgot, but, oh well. So I'll pick up again if I see something cool. It's a little cloudy this morning, kind of foggy. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping maybe it'd be sunny today, but the fog is pretty too. You can see the mountains out there in the background. We're only about 2 or 3 miles over the Montana state line. I am heading on U.S. Highway 2 going east. But yeah, it's I know that there are more mountains behind all that fog. So I wanted to get a glimpse of from the inn I was at. You could see one of the mountains like from the pull-in, but it was so foggy that it was just all obscured this morning. So. But hey, you know what? Last night was Friday the 13th and a full moon, and I didn't die, so we did pretty good. And then this is the other side. Pretty out here.
Bye. I'm awake, Mike. I can stay awake. I'll humor you.
That sounds like a terrible plan. Swinging bridge.
You're standing on my way.
First, I thought it had taken me the wrong way because the pavement just ended and then there's just a bunch of construction, but thankfully, because I was like, oh shit, now where do I go? But luckily this truck came up and it's like, I'm a pilot car, it says follow me on the back. So he must be guiding people, obviously, through this whole clusterfuck that they have over here. That's good, because I was about to like be like, shit, should I turn around? What the hell do I do now? Thank you, pilot car person. I appreciate it, construction man. It's a good thing he was here. Holy shit, I was sitting at that red light going, oh no, what do I do? Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. There's like they're like dune buggies and four-wheelers are all chillaxing. Oh, and dirt bikers, it looked like. These guys look like they're having a good time. Wow. Man, it'd be fun. Huh. They're all going back that way. They must be going on trails or something. That's really cool. If we had plasma windshields, and then every time it rained, the plasma would just like absorb it. That would be awesome. I don't know how you do that, but it'd be pretty cool. Force fields and shit, or something. Get Tony Stark working on that. Marble. Bad rock. That is not a good place for you to be, sir. It's pretty nice out here. Man. You know, ever since I got into, like, eastern Washington State, at, like, every freaking gas station, there's always, like, a little espresso hut. Like, I mean, it's just like a shed, only they have espresso. And that's it, basically. Like, it's kind of weird. Because you can walk into most gas stations and get coffee anyway. But I guess you can't get espresso everywhere. I also realized why why my clock seems so off. I was like, why is it going to take me like 4 or 5 hours to go 200 miles? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And it wasn't until I got into Kalispell, which is way too long. It wasn't until I got there that I realized that I had switched time zones. Like, for some reason, it didn't even occur to me. Yeah, we switched time zones, so now I'm only 2 hours behind, like, Eastern time, like Indiana time, like where I'm from. So that's why, because I'm an idiot. I don't know which mountains these are, but they're big, and they're pretty. Oh my god, what? Oh, holy crap! Did you guys see that? It was a house of mystery. It's almost like a mystery shack. I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke. I'm sorry. And only people who watch Gravity Falls are gonna get that joke. Oh, hey, isn't that starting back up again soon? I just realized that. Like, wait a second. It's like either this month or next. Oh, wait, no, maybe it's this fall. I don't know, whatever. Oh, hey, clean water. Can we see how green it is? Wow, it's really green. I don't know if the camera's going to be able to get it, but it's like a really pretty jade. I wonder if that color is, you know, like from washed in silt and dirt, or if it's just that color. But I can't see like how clear it is, just that it's green. Oh wow, look at this rocky shit. That's cool. Looks like these guys are stopping for pictures and fishing. Oh, and it's a memorial over there for somebody. Glacier Raft Company. Okay, so I got to the Village Inn. Not nearly as nice as the Log Inn that I was at. And they said they had a Wi-Fi on their website, but they actually do not. Only in their office, which is kind of retarded, but whatever. So this is Lake McDonald, and I'm actually like... That's my room right there. Balcony. So I guess Lake McDonald stretches quite a ways. It was actually raining when I got here. It's just starting to clear up, so I'm hoping that tonight it'll clear up and be able to see the stars. But the sun's coming out again, which is nice. There are some rafting places around here, though it's like freaking $60 a person to go on a raft trip, which kind of sucks. I wasn't expecting them to be quite that expensive. I was looking at some trails too. I wanted to find a map of trails, but I can't find one, so I may go off and try and find my own, but I'm only going to be here for 2 nights, so I'm already tired. I don't know why, but I'm so tired. I'm looking forward to these clouds clearing out. I'd like to see what's behind them. The lake is like a greenish blue. It's real clear. At least, I mean, you know, from here, from the balcony, I can see out about 30 feet into the water. And it's a brilliant green color. And then those little spokes up there are all trees. Some parts of the park aren't open yet because of snow. But it looked like about, you can go up, what is it called? Go toward the Sun Road or whatever, but you can go up about 15 miles and then it's going to be blocked the rest of the way because they haven't cleared out the snow yet. So I'm going to see if I can find someplace that's got a freaking map of all the roads through here, because I haven't found one yet. I did see one guy who looked kind of like Theon Greyjoy from Game of Thrones, only he had real dark hair. I was like, well, he's a cute kid. And he wasn't tortured, you know, like Theon is. Oh well. Oh wow, the sun's really coming out now. I hope the camera will be able to catch the detail. I think maybe I'm going to lay down for a little bit. I don't know why, but I'm so freaking tired. And then maybe I'll go have a look around. It looks like they rent boats and, well, just boats from here. You can go into town and get kayaks. And that's where all the rafting trips start. Or outside the park in town. And, what was that place called? I don't know. There's some town right outside of here. I can't remember what it's called right now. There's about half a dozen kids over there all throwing rocks in the water. At least they're entertained, right? There are some big rocks down here. And there's the fog rolling in down over the mountain. It really is. Look, it looks extraordinary. I'll have to look at my pamphlets and see how big this lake is, because I know it stretches pretty far. Or at least in the picture on the map it looks like it does. And this is a great view. I mean, the view of this place is really something. But, you know, there are like 3 motels all within, you know, 500 feet of each other. And the other ones you could just walk behind the village in and probably have Wi-Fi.